The 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Lions at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Listen.
Now it's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Maverick! Hey, lift! What's that?
Play action. It's Goff. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Go tonight!
That'll be caught by St. Brown. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Super one.
5 yards brings up 3rd.
Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Vikings nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
To throw on 3rd down. McCarthy.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. Out to his left. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
from 3 yards out.
And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
21-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Back to throw. McCarthy.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Second and 10.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and
Gone.
7.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Goff. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Johnson now returning.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now a handoff to Chandler.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Now Chandler.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
a gain of 9 yards.
They go play action here on first down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a second and 10.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to throw. McCarthy. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Chandler.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A 3-yard pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. And now they'll audible to something else.
On 1st down, McCarthy.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McCarthy fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Goff. He's got a man, complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 35, Vikings nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Vikings nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Off play action. McCarthy.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. They run it with Chandler.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, McCarthy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Now a first down throw. Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Oh, he fakes the spike.
And that'll be caught.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On second down, here's Goff. There's Laporte, and he's got it. Touchdown, Lions. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on third and long. McCarthy. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Vikings, nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up
Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
score Lions 56, Vikings nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
4th down, a give to Gibbs.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you, from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward.
Touchdown!
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Vikings, nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. He lets one go deep for Addison. And my goodness, another interception. It's Brian Branch with it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The Vikings first down.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
That's good for the Lions.
Goff going to throw it. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Play action. It's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Goff. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Badgley on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 70, Vikings nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Up the middle they go. It's Chandler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.